Alright guys, in this video I'm going to go over several different toys here. I'm just going to go over a couple of renditions of Prowl and one rendition of Bluestreak. Just thought it'd be a neat little combo to do. Obviously I'll just go ahead and start in on good old classic G1 Prowl. And in vehicle mode he's a classic Nissan, I believe they were called Fairlady Z's. I'm not entirely sure. These cars were a little bit before my time. I believe they were real common in the late 70s, early 80s. He's got a lot of decal detail. I really like the way this guy looks in vehicle mode. Great looking, just a great looking vehicle. Really like it a lot. Go ahead and grab his buddy Bluestreak here, and as you can see, he's just a repaint of Prow. But still, you know, it's different enough that I think that he still looks, you know, he looks really good. And honestly, I think they're both worth having. You know, he's a really good looking mold too. I'll put him off to the side. I'll just put these two guys off to the side. Now, these two here are both, I believe, in their vehicle modes, Nissan 350Zs. Which would be appropriate because it would be in kind of a nice update to the original G1 vehicle. Anyway, as you can see, this is a small, like, Legion class figure. And, you know, for such a small figure, it's decent looking. You know, rolls okay. You know, there's not a lot to say about it. It's just a small Legion class figure. And then, of course, we have the Classics Universe Prowl here. And he's obviously a larger version of this guy here, deluxe size 350Z with police lights on it. And you know, he's a pretty decent mold. Rolls pretty well. He's got a fair amount of detailing on him. Not bad at all. You know, pretty good. You know, of course, I do prefer the G1 in vehicle mode to this guy. You know, I just feel this vehicle mode is stronger. Especially, you know, I'm a sucker for the rubber tires and the die-cast in vehicle mode, and I just really like it. Anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap up the vehicle modes on this, guys. I'll be back in a flash with robots. Alright, guys, here I've got my multiple Prowls and Bluestreak in to robot mode. And I'll go ahead and start just with the poor odd man out here, Bluestreak. And let me just kind of move G1 Prowl out of the way there. Start off just by giving you a simple 360 of him. He's a pretty great looking toy in robot mode as well. I really like the way this guy looks. Really well molded. And of course, he's got limited articulation since he's a G1 toy. He doesn't have anything much at all going on in the legs. And he's got some shoulder rotation. His arm can go in and out. He can bend at the elbow. And he's got wrist rotation. And that is it. It's not a big deal, you know, but that's just a fact of life with the G1 toys, as you're probably well aware of. So I'll just go ahead and just give you a little bit of a closer look at him here. That way you can really just get a good idea of what this guy looks like. Just great looking toy. I would highly recommend getting him. I really like him. Put him off to the side. I'll go ahead and get his twin here, Prowl, and give you a 360 of him. I really like the coloration of Prowl a lot. Great looking toy. You know, he's just a real attractive G1 figure, I think. Go ahead and put him down. And now I'm going to grab this little Legion class Prowl. And for a Legion class, this thing is absolutely, I really like it. For a simple $3 toy, maybe it's going for $5 or $6, I'm not sure. But I paid $3 for it at retail, I don't know, a year or two ago. It's really good. Bends at the knee there. He's got some foot pivot. His leg goes forward, back, in and out. And he rotates a little bit at the top of the leg. Doesn't have any waist rotation. And his arms are on ball joints, so that means they can kind of move all sorts of directions, and that's it. But honestly, on a toy that's that small, that's really good. You know, and I really like the way this guy looks. He is a great looking small figure. Absolutely great. Now go ahead and grab Universe Classics Prowl. And as you can see, he's a really good homage to G1 Prowl. Now, the way this guy looks, he looks okay. I mean, this guy has some issues, though. The main one being his, he has some stability issues while standing. I don't know if, of course, now he's stable as a rock, but he can be kind of problematic to get just standing sometimes because his feet, the way his feet are, as you can see, they're kind of recessed into the rear fender there, and that kind of makes it difficult for him to stand a little bit, so it's a bit of an issue. Plus, he just kind of looks, I think he looks good, but he's not as big of an improvement as some of the other classics have been over the G1 figures. You know, I'm really looking forward to well, Masterpiece Prowl. I don't have him on pre-order. I'm hoping Hasbro brings him out in the U.S. Maybe they'll announce that at BotCon. Who knows? But anyway, I'll go ahead and go over his articulation. He bends at the knee. He's got rotation at the knee. Forward, back, in, out. Doesn't rotate at the top of the leg. He has some waist rotation going on. He's got shoulder rotation. Bends at the elbow. Rotates. Wrist rotation. And of course his head can rotate and look up and down a little bit, but you kind of got to adjust his chest plate to make that happen. Overall, though, he's a pretty decent toy. He's not spectacular, but he's certainly not bad. He's okay. I would highly recommend picking up the G1 versions of this. I mean, they are just great toys. But if you can find any of these guys on the secondary market for a reasonable price, I'd say, honestly, they're all worth picking up. That's pretty much going to wrap this whole thing up. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you next time.